So I'm Deborah Pearson.
I'm Gemma Painton.
And we are here doing a show. It's a collaboration between Action Hero and myself that is called The Talent. It is a performance that takes a form of a voiceover session that goes into more surreal territory.
Yeah. On the stage, you'll just see one person, which is me, but you also hear two voices, which is the voices of Debbie and James, and their voices are kind of off stage and they're talking to me.
Gemma, keep going. That's really good.
In the theatre, they'll see a kind of booth on stage, like a sound booth. What I'm doing inside this booth is I'm doing a lot of different kinds of voices for adverts, computer games, video games.
By accessing and using our services, you agree and accept to be bound by the terms and conditions. Life's too short for an ineffective detergent.
So we actually first discussed the show in March of 2019, and the first bit of creation we did on the show was in December of 2019. So a very different landscape at that point. And the first major residency we did of the show was in Germany in January of 2020, right before everything kind of went off, I suppose. So what seemed like urgent preoccupations or urgent issues at that point really shifted over the course of the creation process. And the show, which has always been to some extent about capitalism, began to take on different tenets and nuances as we realized that during the pandemic, capitalism just kept going, but was taking on these sort of different forms and seemed to be able to kind of consume and reappropriate everything that was happening, no matter how chaotic. It always seemed as though capitalism knew what was coming next, even while the rest of us were sort of lost in complete uncertainty. And I think that came across, or comes across to some extent, in the show. That sort of ambivalence or uncertainty that's then repackaged as certainty.
I feel like we need to remember what it felt like.
Before, you mean?
Yeah.
Are you okay, Gemma?
I think that the post-human is something that we've talked about a lot in terms of this show. It's something that I've been very preoccupied with, and I think that Action Hero have been preoccupied with as well to some extent, because as technology keeps improving, these automated voices that are not human voices but that sound like human voices are becoming more and more sophisticated. And it's so odd to think that these voices can just continue to converse whether or not anybody is alive. And to wonder what they might actually end up saying to each other is really interesting too, I think.
Yeah, I agree. And I think it's also something that's been happening for a long time, as long as there's been a recording of a human voice, which is 100 years now maybe, there's already this separation between the voice and the body. And so it's just becoming, that's just, I guess, accelerating. So I guess the piece is also thinking about the separation of the voice from the body, and the voice as kind of like the essence of what it might mean to be human, and what does that mean when those things become like more and more untethered from each other.
I'm just trying to get on with my work, really, focus on other things.
I know what you mean.